few minutes, we will be racing for the Dayton 100 lap limited sportsman feature with $2,000 to win. And as we continue to look at the street stock pit area, we will be back in just a couple of seconds with all the racing action. And we are ready for the Pro Street Stock feature event. 50 laps for the Pro Streets tonight. On the pole is car number 18. That's Andy Peterson. And outside of him is the 29 of Tony Brunke. Then it's the 55 of Fred Poole, the 11 of Ed Lawrence, the 87 of John Fitzgerald, the 30 of Johnny Crank. Then it's the 1 of Jerry Johns, the 67 of Steve Rickert, the 17 of Steve Lee, the 53 of Kurt Valtee, the 99 of Chuck McClure, the 95 of Vern Phillips, the 7 of Kevin Harville, the 13 car, no name on that driver, the 31 car, new car out for this driver tonight. That is, of course, Junior Ross in the 31. And then it's the 28 of Danny Suffren, I believe. And that should be your field, except for the 36 car, latecomer. I'm going to call that Randy Van Zant. I know it might be one of the Van Zant boys. It might be neither of them, but we're going to call him Randy Van Zant. Probably just the 36 car. He's a latecomer, and but he's here to race too. And we should be in a green flag in just a couple of seconds. All right, the lights have gone out on the Kare pace car. We should get a green flag next time by. It's Peterson and Brunke, Poole and Ed Lawrence. And now they close it up. They step on the throttle. The green flag flies and we are racing. Your early leader, car number 29, Tony Brunke. Now Poole looks inside of Brunke down the front straightaway, but can't get it done. He's back on him in turns 1 and 2. We got a good battle going on in the back of the pack. It's Andy Peterson, Johnny Crank, Steve Lee, Jerry Johns, and Kurt Valtee, to name a few. Now Valtee pulls outside of the 18 car. 18 slides high. He blocks Rickert through 1 and 2. Problems with Andy Peterson's number 18. And back up the front, we got a big gaggle of cars. It's the 29 of Brunke, still your leader, and Ed Lawrence right there, and so is Fred Poole. John Fitzgerald makes up the 4th place car there. Your top 4 riding side by side and back and bumper to bumper. Now your leaders get side by side going in turns 1 and 2. It's Poole on the outside and Brunke on the inside. Now the leaders stretch it out in single file as we see smoke coming out of the 11 car. A lot of smoke coming out of that number 11 of Ed Lawrence. I'm sure the officials have got their eyes on that car. Your leader is Fred Poole, Tony Brunke in second, Ed Lawrence third. Now Lawrence looks outside of Brunke going into turns 1 and 2. Ed Lawrence in second. Now Now Johnny Crank is running third. John Fitzgerald in fourth. And now your leaders encountering lap traffic. Fred Poole already gone by these two machines, the 31 of Junior Ross and the 36 car. You just saw Fred Poole popping out of our screen. We'll get a good shot of that car now as he has pulled quite an advantage over the second place car of Ed Lorenz. Fred Poole, car number 55, your leader. Has gone into the pit area. Ed Lorenz, car number 11, we said that car was smoking. He has gone in. So your second place car is now the 87 of John Fitzgerald. Third is the 22 of Tom Randolph. Now John Fitzgerald gets caught behind the Junior Ross machine. Now Tom Randolph is in second. As they go 3 wide through turn 3. Everybody makes it through okay. And we got another car, Vern Phillips in the 95 car, slow down the back straightaway. And we got caution on the track as we got cars spinning, the 13 in turn number 1. I see smoke coming out of the 67 of Steve Rickard. We'll get this sorted out and we'll be back racing in just a couple of seconds. Field has been stopped and pulled over into the 5th mile track in the center of the course as track cleanup continues to go on. Chuck McClure in the 99 car has gone in the pits. It appears that he is overheating. Steve Rickard is back out after he was checked in the infield to make sure he was not putting anything on the track. We'll get this problem cleared away and we'll be back racing in just a couple of moments. Well, with 17 laps complete, the lights have gone out on the Kill Care pace car. We should get a green flag next time by. Fred Poole is your leader. Then it's Tom Randolph, Jerry Johns, John Fitzgerald, Johnny Crank, Kurt Balti, Tony Brunke, Kevin Harville, Ed Lorenz, Steve Lee, Andy Peterson, the 36 car, the 31 of Junior Ross, the 13 car, and the 67 of Steve Rickard, who went back into the pits trying to get that smoking problem locked down. Green flag flies and we are racing once again. Your leader is still Fred Poole, Tom Randolph in second, and Randolph closing in on the 55 of Fred Poole. It's Fred Poole, your leader, Tom Randolph in second. Balti has gotten around Johnny Crank for that 5th position. Balti in the 53, now in 5th. As we stick with this lead battle, Tom Randolph now looking on the high side through turns 3 and 4. Taking a look at the 67 of Steve Rickard, he has still not locked down that smoking problem, but he is right in the high line trying to get back to the front. Fred Poole still your leader. In second is the 22 of Tom Randolph. That's the battle we're looking at. In third place is the 1 of Jerry Johns, and then John Fitzgerald and Kurt Balti. Car number 55, Fred Poole, your leader. Now Randolph looks inside through turns 3 and 4, but can't quite get the job done as they go past Tony Brunke, who's shut it down and heading towards the pits. They're coming up to lap the Junior Ross machine one more time. Now they're side by side behind Ross. One will go high, the other will go low. And Fred Poole will go high and finally get the job done. Fred Poole, car number 55, still your leader. There are your 3rd and 4th place cars of Jerry John and John Fitzgerald. As the 36 car pulls into the pits with an overheating problem on that particular car, you can see the water coming out of it, and we got a caution on the track. And now the steam comes out. We'll get this track cleared up and we'll be back racing in just a couple of seconds. Have gone out on Kare pace car. He's pulled into the pits in turn 2. Fred Poole, your leader. Then it's Tom Randolph in the 22 car, the 1 of Jerry Johns, the 87 of John Fitzgerald, Kurt Balti, and the 53, then the 30 of Johnny Crank, 17 Steve Lee, and the 67 of Steve Rickard back up from the tail. So Steve Rickard definitely, if not the fastest car, one of the fastest cars on the track. Green flag flies and we are racing. Fred Poole with a good jump on the start. Fred Poole still your leader as Tom Randolph looks for a way around. We will have 30 of these 50 racing laps completed this time by. 30 laps now complete. And Kevin Harville in the 7 car, he'll head towards the pit area. His day is done. Fred Poole still your leader, Tom Randolph in second. The 1 of Jerry Johns in third, and then it's John Fitzgerald in the 87 car. Then the 53 of Kurt Balti. Good battle back here between Johnny Crank and Steve Rickard as they race side by side. Rickard makes it around. He'll work on Balti for that 5th position next. Steve Rickard, car number 67, the man on the move. And we're going to stay with the Rickard machine as he looks for a way around the 53 of Kurt Balti. And caution on the track for the spinning 18 car of Andy Peterson. Caution on the track once again. Okay, Wally Shear pulls the Kare pace car off the track in turn 2. We should get a green flag next time by. Up front, it's still the same. Fred Poole, Tom Randolph, Jerry Johns, John Fitzgerald, Kurt Balti, Steve Rickard, Johnny Crank, Steve Lee, the 13 car and the 31 of Junior Ross. The green flag flies and we are racing. And immediately Steve Rickard pulls outside of the Kurt Balti machine for that 5th position. As we'll keep a watch on the battle up front and try to keep a watch on both of these battles. Right now, this is the best battle. With these two cars side by side, your leaders are still the same. Fred Poole and Tom Randolph. Kevin Harville in the 7 car back out on the track. Good battle going on between Rickard and Valtee. Things are pretty static up front, and Steve Rickard spins. And Rickard gets nailed by the 31 of Junior Ross. And we see a flat tire on the Valtee machine. Kurt will be going into the pits to have that fixed. Caution on the track. All right, we should have got a green flag next time by. Kurt Valtee went into the pits, and so did Steve Rickard. Valtee's back out. He'll start back at the tail. In fact, he's already out on the track, and is about a half a lap behind, and he's coming up to full speed and should be back to the pack by the time they get the green flag. Green flag flies, and we are racing. And Randolph immediately looks to the high side of the 55 of Fred Poole. Poole still your leader. 22 of Randolph in second. And it's still the 1 of Jerry Johns and the 87 of John Fitzgerald. 40 laps now complete. 10 more laps to go. Kevin Harville and the 13 car get together. Everybody keeps it going. As we had a car, the 31 of Junior Ross, that spun down the front straightaway, bringing out a caution flag. All right, we should get a green flag next time by. No changes in the lineup, still the same way. We got 41 laps now complete with 9 more laps to go. And Fred Poole, still your leader. And Jerry Johns and the 87 of John Fitzgerald get together, and I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was. Everybody gets stopped or everybody got around. Once again, we have caution on the track. And we should get a green flag next time by. John Fitzgerald goes to the pits, and Jerry Johns gets his place back. And Steve Rickard is back out on the track. That car looking quite a bit different on this side. Green flag flies, and we are racing once in again. No green flag that time.
We restarted 41 laps complete, 9 to go. Your leader is Fred Poole, 5. Second,
Fred Poole still your leader. Tom Randolph, Jerry Johns.
Kurt Valtee at 53. Steve Rickard at 67. That's all.
Johnny Crank running in 4th. Steve Lee 5th. The 13 car in the 6th position. Then it's the 7 of Kevin Harville and the 53 Kurt Balti, and Steve Rickard goes back down into the pit area. And we'll see if we get a green flag this time. The green flag flies and we are racing. Leader is still Fred Poole. In second is Tom Randolph right on his back bumper. Jerry Johns running third, Johnny Crank in fourth. Steve Lee a little sideways coming out of turn 2. He gathers it back in though. More laps to go for your leader, Fred Poole, in the 55. And the 7 of Kevin Harville and the 13 get into the turn 4 wall. They got together. And caution on the track once again. Kare pace car has pulled off the track. We should get a green flag next time by. It's the 55 of Fred Poole, the 22 of Tom Randolph, the 1 of Jerry Johns, the 30 of Johnny Crank, Steve Lee, Kurt Balti, and John Fitzgerald, and that's the only cars remaining on the track. They pick up the throttle coming out of turn 4. The green flag flies and we are racing. 4 more laps to go. 46 laps down, 4 more laps to go. Kurt Balti looks inside of the Steve Lee machine down the back straightaway. And Balti and Lee, they get together. Steve Lee does a 360. Caution on the track. Get a green flag next time by. Fred Poole, your leader. Kurt Balti getting into the side of Steve Lee. He's deposited on the tail. John Fitzgerald lets him back around him. We should get a green flag next time by. 4 more laps to go. They pick up the throttle coming out of turn 3 and 4. Green flag flies and we are racing. And thank God that sun's gone down. And Balti inside of Lee and once again can't quite get the jobs done. 3 more laps to go. Now Randolph into the back bumper of Fred Poole. Will stay with this lead battle. White flag, 1 more lap to go. Your leader side by side. Fred Poole still your leader. Tom Randolph in second. And as they go into turn number 4 and come back out down the front straightaway, Fred Poole, Tom Randolph, Jerry Johns, Johnny Crank, Steve Lee, and Kurt Balti spins across the start-finish line. So, once again, your winner, car number 55, Fred Poole.
Kevin Luxford.
Okay, now it's time for the E-Mod feature. On the pole, car number 9, that's Kenny Rutherford. Outside of him will be the 27 car of Dick Dunleavy Jr. Then it's the 62 of Bill Bartholomew. Outside of him, the 77 of Brian Duncan. In the next row, car number 3, Jerry Stapleton. Outside of him, the 11 of Doug Miller. And bringing up the tail will be car number 67, Donnie Jeschke in the 67 machine. Excuse me. Lights have gone out on the Kare pace car. We should get a green flag next time by. The green flag flies and we are racing. Dick Dunleavy Jr., your early leader. Paul Sheffer back to second, but here comes Brian Duncan in the 77 machine. Leader is still Dick Dunleavy Jr., Brian Duncan in second and closing. Third is Kenny Rutherford, but outside of him is the 3 of Jerry Stapleton. Jerry Stapleton looking for a way around the 9 of Kenny Rutherford. He pulls right back on the rear Nerf bar. And now he looks outside, going through turns 1 and 2. Stapleton and Rutherford are side by side. Your leader is still Dick Dunleavy Jr. and second is Brian Duncan. This is your third place battle. Now the 3 car of Jerry Stapleton. Slight advantage through turn 1. They're side by side down the back straightaway. And now Stapleton is third. Dick Dunleavy Jr. in second is Brian Duncan in the 77 machine. Now Dunleavy pulling a slight lead, or a slight distance, I should say, between the 2 cars or second and first place machines. As Jerry Stapleton in the 3 car has set sail trying to catch your 2 leaders. We'll keep an eye on him and let you know, as the leaders will begin to encounter lap traffic here very soon. There are your 2 leaders, Dick Dunleavy Jr. in the 27 car, the 77 of Brian Duncan. And right there is the traffic they are now in it. Doug Miller will be the first one to go down the lap. Then Donnie Jeschke. And Paul Sheffer will be the next one. So far, everybody making it by cleanly. And your leaders make it through the lap traffic, no worse for wear. Jerry Stapleton now navigating the lap traffic. Jerry Stapleton, car number 3, your third place car, as he gets around the Paul Sheffer machine. Dick Dunleavy Jr., no stranger this track. having driven here when the old Super Late's been here, and now that we run the Limited Sportsman here, he has raced those, and now an E-Mod. Car number 27, Dick Dunleavy Jr., your leader. 77, Brian Duncan, and here comes Jerry Stapleton in third. Jerry Stapleton, definitely the fastest car on the track, as he has really closed that gap between him and the leader. Dunleavy, your leader, but here comes Jerry Stapleton. He looks towards the high line as Brian Duncan is looking for a way around the 27 of Dunleavy Jr. Now Stapleton looks underneath Brian Duncan down the back straightaway. They're side by side going through turns 3 and 4. Jerry Stapleton now second. They make it around the lap car of Donnie Jeschke in the 67 machine, as Jerry Stapleton now set his sights on the leader, Dick Dunleavy Jr. Make it around the lap car of Doug Miller. Now Jerry Stapleton drops back just a little bit. 25 laps now complete. Now Dunleavy slides coming out of turn 2. Jerry Stapleton moves right up on the outside. They're side by side down the front straightaway. Dunleavy takes him high. Now Duncan moves back underneath for that second position. Brian Duncan now second once again. Jerry Stapleton, car number 3, he spins down the front straightaway. Caution on the track, your third place car, and battling for the lead there for a little while. Jerry Stapleton spins. And we should get the green flag next time by. Jerry Stapleton's machine being pushed back out of the pits. He had a flat right front or left front tire. We'll be watching for him to come back out of the pits, as we should get a green flag this time by. Green flag does fly, and we are racing, and here comes Jerry Stapleton. He'll be on the lead lap, but about a half a lap or a little bit more down. And he spins coming out of turn number 4. Jerry Stapleton spins in turn 4. Get green flag next time by. Your leader is still Dick Dunleavy Jr. Then it's Brian Duncan, Kenny Rutherford, Bill Bartholomew, the 11 of Doug Miller, Donnie Jeschke, and Jerry Stapleton. Green flag flies, and we are racing once again, and Brian Duncan taking a look outside of the Dick Dunleavy Jr. machine. There's the 3 of Jerry Stapleton after getting that tire changed. Little interesting note, Jerry Stapleton's jackman was Joe Hill. Joe Hill running the jack and helping to change the tire on those cars. Those two teams work a lot together. The Stapletons and the Hills, they work a lot together. They help each other out. The only place they're competitors is out on the track. Your leader is still Dick Dunleavy Jr. Brian Duncan, I'll get it right here in a second. 10 second. Kenny Rutherford in that 9 machine, he's running 3rd. And Jerry Stapleton in the 3 machine has now moved up to 4th. There's a look at the number 3 of Stapleton. Dick Dunleavy Jr. still your leader. Brian Duncan in 2nd. Kenny Rutherford 3rd. Good look at that Brian Duncan machine. That's a beautiful car. We keep an eye on Jerry Stapleton to see him move up. 35 laps now completed, 15 more laps to go. And Dick Dunleavy sideways down the back straightaway. He almost lost it. He corrects it and gets it back together. Dick Dunleavy Jr. almost losing it down the back straightaway last time by. We will keep our eye on the leader now, as Jerry Stapleton looks outside of the 9 of Kenny Rutherford for that 3rd position. Leaders will encounter the lap traffic of Donnie Jeschke once again. And 10 more laps to go. 40 now complete, 10 more laps to go. Jerry Stapleton trying to ride that high line for that 3rd position, trying to get around the Kenny Rutherford machine. Dick Dunleavy Jr. still your leader. Brian Duncan is still in 2nd. Eight more laps to go. Desperately trying to find a way around the Kenny Rutherford machine. 5 more laps to go. 5 laps to go. Jerry Stapleton's machines seem to be incredibly loose. Very sideways through turn that time by. 2 more laps to go. And this time by, white flag for your leader, Dick Dunleavy Jr. And down the back chute one last time. And as he goes through turn number 4, your winner will be Dick Dunleavy Jr., Brian Duncan, Kenny Rutherford, and Jerry Stapleton. Once again, your winner, car number 27, Dick Dunleavy Jr. Okay, next up are the pure stocks. On the pole, car number 7. That's David Muncie. Outside him is the 25 of Jim Chamberlain. Then it's the 4 of Harley Jenkins and the 10 of Arliss Williams. Next is the 1 of Bill Ashley, and outside him the 28 of Danny Suffren. Then the 14 of John Campbell. And outside of him will be the 98 car. That's Gary Seitz in the 98. Then it's the 57 of Chris Papa, and outside of him will be the 8 car. Don't have a name for that driver. Then it's the 6 of Kevin Ingram, I hope. Then the 11 car is next, and that'll be Tim Alfill. And bringing up the tail, car number 38. And I don't have a name on that driver either. So we will have the pure stocks racing here in just a couple of moments. All right, we are about ready to go racing for 25 laps for the pure stocks tonight. David Muncie, Jim Chamberlain, Harley Jenkins, Arliss Williams, Bill Ashley, Danny Suffren, John Campbell, Gary Seitz, Chris Papa, the 8 car, the 6 of Kevin Ingram, the 11 of Tim Alfill, and the 38 car. They pick up the throttle, the green flag flies, and we are racing. Caution on the track as we got some cars spinning in the, or out of control in the back of the pack. I believe that's what that's for. But we have caution on the track, and we will get the problem corrected and be back racing in just a couple of seconds as we watch the field go by. Well, as you can see, the lights have gone out on the Kare pace car. We got them relined back up, and we should get a green flag next time by. It's still Muncie and Chamberlain, Jenkins and Williams. Green flag flies and we are racing. Jim Chamberlain sideways coming out of turn 2. He gathers it back in, but that allowed Harley Jenkins to get underneath as we got cars in, and John Campbell spins in turn 4. The domino effect. And the green flag's flying, and where was I? David Muncie, your leader. But here comes Danny Suffren in the 28 car underneath Harley Jenkins for that second position. And we got a car spinning. Gary Seitz in the 98 machine. He spins down the back straightaway. Caution once again on the track. Okay, it's David Muncie in the 7 car. Your leader, Harley Jenkins in second. Danny Suffren, Arliss Williams, Bill Ashley, and John Campbell. Green flag flies and we are racing. Danny Suffren looks outside of the 4 car of Harley Jenkins. Sideways as he came out of turn number 2. Danny Suffren now second. He'll move outside of the Muncie machine. And they split the difference down the front straightaway of the 38 car. Everybody gets by. Danny Suffren now your leader. David Muncie in second, Harley Jenkins in third, but here comes Bill Ashley. He wants that third position. And the 38 machine is moving way too slow on this track as cars are scrambling to get around him still. Now Harley Jenkins moves outside of the 7 of David Muncie for that second position, and Kevin Ingram looks inside. Harley Jenkins, David Muncie, they're side by side. Now Harley Jenkins has second, but Muncie fights back through turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, the 28 of Danny Suffren has just checked out. As they come back up on the way slow-moving 38 car, everybody scrambles to get by as he's Arliss Williams sideways out of turn 4. He gathers it back in. And we got cars spinning in turn 4. That's the 98 of Gary Sides. Caution on the track. The green flag just came out. Danny Suffren, Harley Jenkins, David Muncie, Kevin Ingram, John Campbell, your top 5. Harley Jenkins slows down the back straightaway as Ingram and Muncie continue to battle for that third place position. And now Kevin Ingram moves into third. He'll set his sights on the 4 of Harley Jenkins next. Now Kevin Ingram has moved around Harley Jenkins for that second position. Kevin Ingram, car number 6, is now second. Spins in turn 1, he loops it. He'll get it going, but caution on the track. We now have 2 laps complete, or 23 laps complete, 2 laps to go, as Dave Shearer, the official starter, gives him the 1 lap to go signal. We should get green flag next time by. Danny Suffren is your leader. The 6th, Kevin Ingram in second, then Harley Jenkins, David Muncie, John Campbell, Arliss Williams, and Chris Popall. They pick up the throttle out of turns 3 and 4, and we are racing. David Muncie spins in turn 2. Caution on the track. Lights have gone out on the Kare pace car. We should get green flag next time by. No, we're getting the signal that they're flashing the yellow and the red, so we won't get a green flag next time by. Kare pace car pulls off the track in turn 2. We should get green flag next time by. David Muncie deposited to the tail for his spin in turn 2. Danny Suffren, Kevin Ingram, Harley Jenkins, John Campbell, and Arliss Williams, your top 5. Green flag flies and we are racing once again. Kevin Ingram looks outside of the Danny Suffren machine. 2 more laps to go, 23 laps complete. And now your leaders side by side. Suffren on the inside, Ingram on the outside. One more lap to go as we see some smoke as those cars rub down the front straightaway. And your winner will be car number 28, Danny Suffren, Kevin Ingram, Harley Jenkins, John Campbell, Arliss Williams, and Chris Papa. Once again, your winner, car number 28, Danny Suffren. And lined up out on the front straightaway, just like the ARCA Supercars, are the Kare Limited Sportsmen for their 100-lap, the Dayton 100-lap feature event tonight. On the pole, car number 17, that's Sam Heckman. Outside of him will be the 33 of Carl Stapleton. In the second row will be the 44 car driven tonight by Mike Carroll. Outside of him, it appears to be the 70 of Joe Hill. In the next row will be the 19 of Wayne Watercutter and the 72 of Gary Estes. In the next row, car number 21, Timmy Roush on the inside. Car number 2, Dave Brandenburg on the outside. In the next row, car number 35, Jeff Capaldi. Outside of him, I believe, is the 71 of Jim... No, that's not Jim Sawyer. I can't quite tell who that is. We'll go on to the next row. Car number 14. Outside of him, car number 14 is Tom Hausfeld, and outside of him, the 24 car of Don Mahaffey Jr. In the next row, car number 28, Mark Stump, and the 71 of Jim Sawyer. In the next row, car number 7, Ron Poole. Outside of him, the 8 of Jack Woods. And bringing up the tail, car number 60, that's Denzel McCoy. We will have the 100-lap limited sportsman feature event in just a couple of moments. Sitting there outside of the 35 car is the 41 of Rex Betty's. Sorry about that, Rex. So that's our entire field, and as I said before, we'll get racing here in just a couple of minutes. And as the cars come to life, we should be racing here in a couple of seconds. Once again, your lineup: Sam Heckman, Carl Stapleton, Mike Carroll, Joe Hill, Wayne Watercutter, Gary Estes, Tim Roush. Your fast qualifier, Dave Brandenburg. Outside of him, 35, Jeff Capaldi, then Rex Betty's, Tom Hausfeld, Don Mahaffey Jr., Mark Stump, Jim Sawyer, Ron Poole, Jack Woods, and Denzel McCoy. All right, the lights have gone out on the Kare pace car. We should get green flag next time by. The caution laps will count towards the 100-lap total, so all caution laps will count. They pick up the throttle in turn 3. Now in 4, green flag flies, and we are racing for 100 laps. Your early leader, car number 17, Sam Heckman, Mike Carroll inside of Carl Stapleton for that second position, Joe Hill back in 4th. Carl Stapleton still outside of the Mike Carroll machine for that second position. He drops back just a little bit down the front straightaway. Joe Hill in the 70 car seems to be dropping back. Your 4th place machine now, Wayne Watercutter. In 5th is Timmy Roush. Sagan Hepburn has about a car length lead on the 44 car of Mike Carroll. Wayne Watercutter now in 3rd. Tim Roush in 4th, but Carl Stapleton battling for that 4th position. Carroll, your leader. Mike Carroll in second, but here comes Wayne Watercutter looking for the highway around. Wayne Watercutter, Mike Carroll side by side down the front straightaway into turns 1 and 2. Up near the front here, Sam Hickman still holds down that lead. Mike Carroll barely in second over Wayne Watercutter. Then it's Tim Roush. Carl Stapleton, Dave Brandenburg also running side by side, and Joe Hill right on the tail end of this pack. Now Brandenburg slides back. Hill almost underneath him out of turn 4. Now Wayne Watercutter slides back a little bit. Tim Roush now has that third position, but Wayne Watercutter will battle back in turns 1 and 2. Everybody has got into single file. It's Sam Heckman, Mike Carroll, Tim Roush, Carl Stapleton, Wayne Watercutter, Dave Brandenburg, Joe Hill, and Gary Estes. Oh, and we got spin over in turn 2. The 41 of Betty's, and it looks like the 7 of Ron Poole. They spin in turn 2. That'll bring out our first caution. As I said before, the caution laps will count, so there is a possibility if someone goes into the pits that they could go a lap down during a caution. And things don't look good for the marked stump number 28 machine. As we see smoke coming out of that car, we'll follow it around and see if we can tell where that smoke is coming from. We now have 19 of the 100 laps complete. This time we don't see the smoke as clearly. We'll keep a watch on him when we get back to racing. We're going to pause here for just a second and be back racing in a couple of moments. Okay, we now have 22 laps complete. We'll start with 23 laps complete. Your leader. We now have 26 laps complete. 26 laps now down. Hickman, car number 17, your leader, Mike Carroll in second. Timmy Roush, Carl Stapleton, Wayne Watercutter, Dave Brandenburg, Joe Hill, and Gary Estes. Everybody seems to have picked their spot, kind of waiting for that last few laps to race. Smoke on the Mark Stubb machine appears to be coming out of the headers. We'll get a shot of him next time by as he moves outside of Jeff Capaldi. Stumping Woods get the Jeff Capaldi machine behind them, and Jack Woods will look for a way around the 28 of Mark Stump. And Denzel McCoy in the 60 car, he pulls into the infield. His day is done. Jack Woods in the A car. He looks outside of the 28 of Mark Stubb. Oh, and we got cars spinning over in turn 4. Carl Stapleton. Mark Stubb also spins to avoid, but that's Carl Stapleton there in the infield. Didn't see what precipitated that. We'll get him squared away, and the red flag is out. The red flag is out. And looking a lot like Old Faithful is the steam coming out of the 41 car of Rex Betty's. Overheating is his problem. He's down here in the pits. We still have a red flag out on the track as the crew cleans up that big mess down there in turn 4. Okay, lights have gone out on the Killcare pace car. By the way, Carl Stapleton, gone in the pits, out of the race. Wayne Watercutter, gone in the pits, out of the race. Gary Estes is back to the tail. He spent some time on the track. I believe he's about 2 laps down. Your leader is Sam Heckman. And the lights have come back out on the Killcare pace car, so we won't get a green flag this time by. Sam Heckman, your leader. Then it's the 44 of Mike Carroll. The 21 of Tim Roush, who was showing some overheating problems. A lot of these cars showing a little bit of steam coming out, as was Rex Betty's car. Then it's Dave Brandenburg behind the Tim Roush machine. Joe Hill, Mark Stump, Jack Woods, Jeff Capaldi, Don Mahaffey Jr., Jim Sawyer, Ron Poole, Rex Betty's, and Gary Estes. Green flag flies, and we are racing. 39 laps now complete. 40 laps will be complete this time by. 40 laps complete. Your leader is still Sam Heckman, Mike Carroll, Tim Roush, and Dave Brandenburg, the top 4. And we got cars spinning. The 41 of Rex Betty's sitting right in the middle of turn 2. Everybody will get the brakes on and slow down in time. Caution once again on the track. Lights have gone out on the Killcare pace car. Wally Shear pulls it in turn 2. We should get a green flag next time by. The green flag flies, and we are racing once again. comes Dave Brandenburg. As the Jack Woods machine also moves to the outside and is coming on strong. And Tim Roush sideways through 4. He'll gather it back in, but Joe Hill now underneath. Now Dave Brandenburg pulls outside of your leader, Sam Heckman, for the first time tonight. Sam Heckman being challenged for the lead. Jack Woods sideways through turn 1. He gathers it back in. And here comes Dave Brandenburg once again to challenge Sam Heckman for the lead. This battle back in the pack between Jeff Capaldi, Don Mahaffey Jr., Jim Sawyer, and Gary Estes, as these 4 cars are really battling out. And now back to your leaders. Car number 17, Sam Heckman, Dave Brandenburg, Mike Carroll, and Jack Woods, your top 4. Joe Hill running in 5th, Tim Roush 6th. Brandenburg a little squirrely through turns 1 and 2. He gathers it back in. I missed the halfway point, 50 56 laps now complete. 56, 57 laps this time by. And the Capaldi machine spins down the back chute. Jeff Capaldi in the 35. He is in there in that cloud somewhere. Caution on the track. Having a little trouble with the counter board. We're now showing 70 laps complete. 70 laps complete. Green flag flies and we are racing once again. 71 laps now complete. Good battle for that lead. It's car number 17, Sam Heckman. Dave Brandenburg on the outside. Mike Carroll on the inside, and Jack Woods in the catbird seat. Your leaders still side by side. Sam Heckman on the inside, Dave Brandenburg on the outside. Dave Brandenburg now sliding back to that third position, but here he comes once again to try to get around Mike Carroll for that second place. And Joe Hill and Tim Rouse are right there in the 5th and 6th positions. Of Rod Poole slow through turns 3 and 4. He'll take it into the pits. Laps, 84 laps now complete. And Brandenburg sideways through turn 2. He gathers it back together, but Jack Woods gets underneath. Jack Woods now third, Dave Brandenburg back to fourth. The leaders lap the 35 of Jeff Capaldi. Everybody gets around just fine. And Joe Hill and Tim Roush get together down the front straightaway. Everybody keeps it going. And the counter board seems to be completely out now. No no numbers up on the board at all, so we're working blind. It's still Sam Heckman, Mike Carroll, Jack Woods, Dave Brandenburg, Joe Hill, Tim Roush, and like I said, I believe Gary Estes is at least 2 laps down. Laps now complete, 90. Mike Carroll, Jack Woods, and Dave Brandenburg, your top 4. And as they will cross the stripe this time by 5 more laps to go for your leader, car number 17, Sam Heckman. Should be 2 more laps to go that time by. We should get the white flag next time by. White flag, 1 more lap to go for your leader, Sam Heckman, car number 17. Mike Carroll is running in second. And as they come down to the stripe, the winner will be car number 17, Sam Heckman, Mike Carroll, Jack Woods, Dave Brandenburg, Joe Hill, and Tim Roush. Once again, your winner of the 1994 edition of the Dayton 100 for the Limited Sportsman, car number 17, Sam Heckman. Now it's time for the mini stocks. On the pole, car number 74, that's Cal Crutchlio. Then outside of him will be the 6 car. In the second row, car number 9, Scott Hall. And outside of him, the 23 car of Ed Free. In the next row will be car number 9. Our score tonight is car number 81. That's Rich Clark. Outside of him will be the 7 car. And in the next row, as they're kind of, well, out there in the 85 car, the red 85, brand new paint job for this car, this driver this week. Car number 85, Jay Crawford. Then it's the 28 car. And the 71 car is next. I'm not sure who's driving the 71 car. It used to be Kurt Otto, but I don't know for sure. And there's the 42 of Greg Howard. He also out there. So we got a fine field of mini stocks out here tonight. We'll be racing in just a couple of seconds. All right, the lights have gone out on the Kare pace cars. Cal Crutchlio and Ron Wells on the pole. Scott Hall and the 23 car. The green flag flies and we are racing. And the 6 car high, he scrapes the back stretch wall but keeps it going. Car number 74, Cal Crutchlio, is your leader, but here comes Scott Hall in the 9 car. Scott Hall, your leader. Jay Crawford, all the way up from the back of the pack, is in second. Good battle for that third position between the 74 Cal Crutchlio and the 71 car. Your leader is Scott Hall in the 9 car. In second is the 85 of Crawford. Crawford looks underneath the 9 car down the front straightaway. Jay Crawford edges ahead. Jay Crawford, your new leader. Scott Hall in second. Will start to encounter the lap traffic. They put the 28 car a lap down. And the man on the move appears to be Greg Howard in the 42 car as he is catching up to the leaders. Crawford, car number 85, your leader. In second is Scott Hall. In third, the 71 car. And fourth is Greg Howard in closing. Now Greg Howard is up on the back bumper of the 71 car. Greg Howard, car number 42, looking for a way around. Number 42 now third. He sets his sights on the leaders. Car number 42, Greg Howard. running in third. He's trying to run down the leaders as he'll get around this lap traffic, or try to. And now the 71 car has gotten back around using the lap car as a pick. Waiting for your leaders to come back around. There they are, 85 and Jay Crawford moving around the 23 car. Scott Hall still running in second. Trouble getting around the 23 car. He finally makes the pass. And now the 71 car moves underneath the lap car of Cal Crutchley. He's sideways. And now back to your leaders. Here they are. Car number 85, Jay Crawford. Car number 9, Scott Hall. Back up for that third and fourth place positions. And we got cars spinning. It's the 85 of Crawford and 9 of Scott Hall. They spin. Did not see what happened on that one. Obviously the caution's out. We'll get this sorted. I'm not sure how this is going to sort out. Caution on the track. And the green flag flies and we are racing once again. As you can see, 85, Jay Crawford, your leader, the 71 car in second, Greg Howard in third. Scott Hall deemed the reason or the cause of that caution, and he was placed on the tail. So he's having to move back up through this traffic, trying to get to the front. 85, Jay Crawford. And the 71 car loose through turn 2. He gathers it back together. Back of the pack between the 23 car and the 7 car. And now the 7 car finally makes a move around. Sounded like to me Scott Hall shuts her down going down the back straightaway. Scott Hall, car number 9. That car just shut off down the back straightaway, and he's going to take it into the pits. So the man who ran second for quite a while there, car number 9, Scott Hall, into the pits. And the 71 car gets into the back of the 28 car. I was wondering when that kind of thing was going to happen. These lap cars seem to not want to get out of the way. Caution on the track. Lights have gone out of the Kare pace car. He pulls in the infield in turn 2. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that not only does Pennstroke Productions videotape here at Kare Speedway, but Columbus Motor Speedway and Kare Dragway for the Midwest's finest video racing series, Pennstroke Productions. Jay Crawford, your leader. The 71 car in second, the 42 of Howard in third. The green flag flies and we are racing. 47 laps now complete. And 2 more laps to go for your leader, car number 85, Jay Crawford. And Greg Howard moves underneath the 71 car going through turn 3 and 4. Howard slides. He spins down the front straightaway. Caution on the track. All right, we get the 1 lap to go signal with 2 laps remaining in this race. Car number 85, Jay Crawford, your leader. Then it's the 71 car, the 7, the 23, the 74 Cal Crutchleo, the 6 of Ron Wells, and then the 42 of Greg Howard. The green flag flies and we are racing once again for 2 laps. White flag for your leader, car number 85, Jay Crawford. And your winner will be, as he comes out of turn number 4, car number 85, Jay Crawford. In second will be the 71 car. Once again, your winner, car number 85, Jay Crawford. Next Next up, the beginner street stocks on the pole, car number 69. That's Jeff Isbell. Outside of him in the 8 car is Tom Rose.
Last call for beginners. Last call.
And they are giving the last call for beginners. This might be our entire field. There's David Barnhart in the 3 car. Then it's the 2 of John Lober. Wanted to make sure I got that first name right. 28 of Tom Henry next, and then the 18 of Jeff Albright. So we'll see if there's any more beginner street stocks, and then we'll get them racing here in just a couple of moments. Alrighty, the lights have gone out on the Kare pace car. We should get green flag next time by. And it's Jeff Lober, Tom Rose, David Barnhart, Jeff Isbell, Tom Rose, David Barnhart, John Lober, Jeff Albright, and Tom Henry. Green flag flies and we are racing. Car number 69, Jeff Isbell, your leader. Tom Rose back to second. David Barnhart in third. Good battle for that 4th position between Albright and Lober. Car number 69, Jeff Isbell, still your leader. And Tom Rose spinning down the front straightaway, and everybody gets by. Caution on the track. Well, the Kare pace car has gone off the track and put to the tail were the 69 car and the 8 car. I'm not sure exactly what the reasoning was for the 69 car to go to the tail, but David Barnhart now your leader. Green flag flies and we are racing. Car number 3, David Barnhart, your leader. Jeff Albright in second. The 2 of John Lober. The 28 of Tom Henry. Then the 8 of Tom Rose. And the 69 of Jeff Isbell. And now Isbell gets around Tom Rose. And he goes inside of the Tom Henry machine down into turn 1 and makes it. David Barnhart still your leader, but here comes Jeff Albright. He looks inside. He'll touch him, and they'll spin going into turn 1. Will everybody make it by? Yes, they do. Caution on the track. All right, we should get a green flag next time by. Your leader is David Barnhart, then the 2 of John Lober, 69 Jeff Isbell, Tom Rose, Tom Henry, and Jeff Albright. Green flag flies and we are racing once again. Barnhart your leader. As Isbell looks for a way around Lober, but Tom Rose is there in the number 8 car. Now the 69 of Jeff Isbell trying to find a way around the 2 of John Lober as they stretch it out just a little bit. Tom Rose right there in the 8 machine as Barnhart has pulled a little bit of an advantage. Now Tom Rose looks outside of Jeff Isbell going into turns 1 and 2. Now Tom Rose gets around the Jeff Isbell machine for that 3rd position as John Lober in the 2 car sideways from turn 2. Tom Rose in that 8 car, the man on the move. they touch. Both cars slide a little bit, but they keep it going. And they touch once again in turn 3. And here comes Jeff Albright. Albright in the 18 now third, Tom Rose second. Your leader is still the 3 of David Barnhart. "20 laps complete, 5 more laps to go of this 25-lap feature event. We'll go back to your leader, the 3 car of David Barnhart. And 2 more laps to go, this time by for your leader, David Barnhart. Tom Rose right on his back bumper. He moves inside in turn 1, and they get together. Barnhart spins and goes sideways. Caution on the track. Tom Rose just getting a little bit too anxious, I believe. All right, the lights have gone out on the Kare pace car. We should get a green flag next time by. Tom Rose deposited to the tail of the field for causing that incident. And the 3 car, David Barnhart, is your leader. The 18 of Jeff Albright second, then Jeff Isbell, John Lober, and Tom Henry. Green flag flies, and we are racing. 2 more laps to go. And the 2 of John Lober and the 8 of Tom Rose get together. I saw that happening out of the corner of my eye. Rose was trying to move high outside of Lober. Lober squeezed him into the guardrail in turn 4. Caution on the track once again. Alrighty, we'll get the green and white flag next time by. 1 more lap to go. David Barnhart, your leader. Jeff Albright in second. Jeff Isbell, Tom Henry. Green flag flies. And your winner will be, sorry about that, that's the white flag. We had 2 laps to go. And Albright spins in turn 1. It's not meant for us to get this over. Jeff Albright, car number 18, spins. Okay, the lights have just gone out on the Kare pace car. We should get green flag next time by. David Barnhart, the 28 of Tom Henry, and then the 69 of Jeff Isbell.
7-7.
And this will be the checker flag. Your winner will be David Barnhart. And the 28 of Tom Henry, Jeff Isbell, Jeff Albright, and John Lober. Once again, your winner, car number 3, David Barnhart. And now it's time for the figure 8 cars. On the pole will be car number 4. That's Harley Jenkins. Outside of him will be the 57 of Chris Papaw. And then the 25 is also out there. That's Jim Chamberlain. And the 3 of Earl Jenkins. And it looks like the 30 car of Johnny Crank will also be out there running for this figure 8 event. gets it going, and we should get the green flag next time by. We're getting the 1 lap to go signal. Once again, it's Harley Jenkins, Chris Pawpaw. Looks to be Jim Chamberlain will bring next. The 3 of Earl Jenkins and the 30 car of Johnny Crank. Green flag flies and we are racing. Harley Jenkins moves easily around the 57 of Chris Pawpaw to take that lead. Jim Chamberlain will be the next to get by as he sets his sights on the leader, Harley Jenkins. Jenkins looks for the way around the 57 machine of Chris Pawpaw. Your leader is still Harley Jenkins, but moving in quickly is the 25 of Jim Chamberlain. It's Harley Jenkins, your leader, the 25 of Jim Chamberlain, and Harley Jenkins off the track. He's off the track into the grass. Jim Chamberlain, now your leader. They'll come up on the lap car, or the slow-moving car of the 30 of Johnny Crank. They'll get around as Crank goes through the grass this time. Jim Chamberlain, your leader, but Harley Jenkins has moved right in on the back bumper of that car. As he looks for a way around, he'll look inside through turns 3 and 4, but can't get the job done. Now they'll race down the straightaway, cross the crossroads, into turns 1 and 2. Car number 2025, Jim Chamberlain, your leader, as the 30 car pulls off onto the 5th mile track. Jenkins pulls off the track in the 3 car. Earl Jenkins, car number 3, out of the race. And Harley Jenkins gets into the rear quarter panel of the 25 of Jim Chamberlain as he tries to find a way around. We only have 3 cars left running now. Jim Chamberlain, Harley Jenkins, and the 57 of Chris Pawpaw. Harley Jenkins all over the back bumper of Jim Chamberlain, but can't quite get around. Another little bump as they come out of turn 2 that time. And going into turns 3 and 4, now Harley Jenkins moves inside. Harley Jenkins, your leader, a little bump back to Harley from Jim Chamberlain. Harley Jenkins, car number 4, your leader. And now Jenkins has pulled pulled quite a lead on the second place car of Jim Chamberlain, about 3 or 4 or more car lengths. He's really opened it up that time down the crossroads, down through the crossroads, I'm trying to say. And it appears to me that the Jim Chamberlain machine is slowing ever so slightly. That car not getting around like it was. Your leader is still the 4 car of Harley Jenkins. And we're going to just lock down and look at these cars cross through the crossroads a couple of times. There was Harley Jenkins, and here comes the other direction, like 57 of Chris Popoff, and there comes Jim Chamberlain. Harley Jenkins just running away with it. Fifteen laps now complete, 15 down. And Harley Jenkins getting close to lapping the 57 of Chris Popoff, your third place machine. And as he comes up to the outside through turns 1 and 2, car number 57, Chris Popoff, goes a lap down. Now your leader and your second place car almost a half a lap behind, or separating them, as they are about or coming close to meeting in the crossroads. Number 4, Harley Jenkins, still your leader. Jim Chamberlain in second, Chris Popoff third. Number 4, Harley Jenkins, still your leader.
Come and get your money. Many stops, come and get your money.
25 laps now complete. 25 complete. And Harley Jenkins appears to be slowing a little bit. Because Chris Pawpaw has moved back up to him and about to unlap himself.
He may have a tire going down.
So we'll keep our eye on this 4-car of Harley Jenkins. This race may not be over with yet. He definitely has slowed down a bunch. The 57 machine, which he passed with ease earlier, is now right up on his back bumper once again. He seems to be just fine and fast down the straightaways through the crossroads, but in the corners he seems to be really slow. It's possible he could have a tire going down or something. And Jim Chamberlain is closing. They were a little over a half a lap apart. Now it's about a straightaway as they go through the crossroads, as Harley Jenkins gets down into turns 1 and 2. Jim Chamberlain is just starting to get on the straightaway. So they're about a straightaway apart, and Jim Chamberlain is closing. There's the Jim Chamberlain machine, car number 25. And as we widen out, we will show you the gap as it has gotten smaller and smaller. We're going to have a race of this yet with 30 laps complete this next time across the stripe. We will have 30 laps complete. Laps are now complete. 30 and a half laps actually. And now Chamberlain gets around the lap car of Chris Pawpaw, and he is right behind the leader, car number 4, Harley Jenkins. And a little bump. Hello, how do you do? And inside through turn 1 and 2, we got a new leader, car number 25, Jim Chamberlain. Harley Jenkins back to the 2nd position. Laps now complete, 15 more to go.
Bill Chrysler, you are needed on the signal, please. Bill Chrysler, you are needed on the signal, please. Bill. We're up on 38 laps complete. Second time off there. gone past the stripe.
Well, we are out of time. I want to apologize to Jim Chamberlain, the winner of the figure eight event, for not completing this event, but the tape counter has shown that we are out of time. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for purchasing this videotape, and remember, we will see you here each and every week at the track.